remember the first time that I stood up for myself when someone attempted to gaslight me. Now, of course, this was after therapy. I'd probably been in therapy maybe a year. And this wasn't the first time that someone had tried to gaslight me, but this was the first time that I actually had language. This was the first time that I could actually name what I felt like was happening in this moment. And I told myself, like, almost like an outer body experience, as the conflict between me and this other person is going on and they're trying to like plead their case. What's going on in my head is like, Jessica, you have to stand up for yourself. Like, enough is enough. You have to stand up for yourself. Now, to give a little bit of context, this isn't somebody who I necessarily had issues with. If you grew up in a similar space than myself, for one, you never tell an older person anything bad or anything, and no type of negative feedback, anything like that, because that's going to be looked at as disrespect. Also, this is not somebody that you would naturally share your feelings with. You know, if you come from a time where I come from, kids didn't just share how they felt about certain things that adults did. It just wasn't a thing. So before I get into the moment where I'm being gaslit, to give you some background, this person that came to town to visit me and some other individuals, family, friends, all of that. And in that, they got into conflict with a couple individuals. You already know how he say, she say stuff goes. People call other people, and before you know it, it's a big thing. Overall, this person was upset because they had gotten feedback about themselves that they were ultimately upset about. This person was not used to hearing negative things about themselves. And the moment that they did, they didn't really know how to take it. So the way that they reacted was, I'm not gonna deal with anybody. I'm not gonna talk to anybody. I'm gonna go back home and let y'all live y'all life, and I'm gonna live mine. So for one of the very first times, I didn't chase this person. Back in that time, that would have naturally been my reaction to like, oh no, we didn't mean it that way. But at this time, the space that I'm in is like, you know what, maybe we need to let this person just kind of go and cool off, and they'll come back whenever, they kind of come to their senses. People get mad sometimes and they just need a moment to gather themselves, which is okay with me. But a year goes by. They don't call, they don't come back to visit. And so, yeah, part of me is like struggling with that because this is somebody I'm used to having a relationship with and talking to on somewhat of a consistent basis. But I'm telling myself that, for one, I did nothing wrong. This person literally got specifically upset with me because I didn't agree with them when they called me to say, oh, this person said this, and this. And I didn't disagree because some of the things that was said was true. And there were things that resonated with me as well. And I just didn't feel like lying because what was the purpose? I'm an adult.